Today we have like a great guest. We have Sophia, who are going to explain the exact process that you use, like Sophia, to being from like a complete beginner that joined us at our AI Vault. And I got like the results that you have now.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Sofiane, and I started the AI OFM in about February. I'm full time in AI OFM since only 1 month. Before that, I was only doing that on the side. So I had a job full time, but it didn't like even if I was doing it as a side hustle, I was still working on it about 4 to 5 hours a day. And so my first month in March, I did about 1,000 euros. The second month, I did 1,000 euros again, and I went viral in May. So in May, I directly reached 8,000 euros, and now I'm around the 10,000 euros range. So I haven't really scaled yet because I was focused on having to make sure that my business cannot disappear from 1 month to another, because we've seen many people in this business start from to back to zero. So they will make a big month, and then their big Instagram account will get banned, and they will have to start from zero. So me personally, I wanted to make sure that I can easily every month have my 8 to 10,000 euros, and then focus on the scaling. So now I'm at the point where I started recruiting. So I was doing everything by myself, and ever since I'm doing this full time now, I really want to scale it. So what I did first is I tried, like everyone else, to do everything by myself, thinking that you can learn from a bit from there. Just do everything by yourself, and that's when I joined the Noct school, and really got interested, not only in the conception of the model, like everyone can do that, but more specifically focus on the how is this model that you made gonna be on the social media, and how is it gonna get 100,000 views per day. So that's the moment I understood that in order to make money in this business, you need first a good acquisition, other than having a good looking model, because having a good looking model, everyone can do it, but monetize it and put it on the market, the hard part. I wanted my first 10K a month, and then I told myself, if I can get 5 6 months at 10K, I can quit my job and focus on the scaling. So that's where I'm at right now. And yeah, so far it's doing good. I've been getting more acquisition. So you can see here on my screen, ever since I'm going full time, very, very good acquisition. I put another model on the market. So currently I have 3 models. 2 of them are sisters, and the other one is like kind of like the roommate. So this allowed me to kind of transfer the current clients that I had on the past model. So that helped.
On the other one, yeah. So just people understand, there's like one account with like kind of like sisters, like kind of twin sisters.
Yeah, need something to be specific, to have my own kind of my own direction in order to go viral. So what I did then is I was like the first one to introduce the twins in France. So there I created a twin for my model, and this went directly viral. So this allowed me to gain my first 10,000 euros a month. Like when I felt like there was a new opportunity, I decided to create another model, the roommate. And of course, with the thousands of people I had in my Telegram, this helped a lot to launch the new model. Right now, I currently have 3 models. 2 of them are sisters. One of them actually is doing promotion on it as a trends.
I also think like you saw a lot of beginners making some mistakes about this. Like when you create your influencer, you need to find something unique and to make her like very be like unique and original. But some people they find something original, but that doesn't look real, and this doesn't work. So what's great, like what you did basically, is like you found like a very great concept you made on the French market, but it still has like that girl next door vibe. It looks authentic. So because it looks authentic and we can like feel something we want like to buy. I saw some people, especially like students, they try, bro, to create like a girl with like super weird hair, like a weird environment with like a monster or stuff like this, but this doesn't work.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind that you have to niche your model, but not niche it in a way where it's not gonna turn on the audience. For example, I've known people, they did for example, the girls with 3 boobs. Like you have to differentiate the views that you will get on Instagram and the money that you will be making from it. And if you do something that's kind of weird and not really attracted to the audience, it's not gonna be a good conversion.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can get viral, but you won't be making
Yeah.
as much money.
I saw some niche, like I'm sure they made million views, but not even 10,000 a month.
Mm.
So you have to
Yeah,
be,
exactly. And it's even harder to have like a viral AI model and trying to make her convert compared to like having maybe an AI model that's like not viral for the moment, but converting a lot and
Yeah.
trying to bring her more traffic, the second situation is like way more easier. That's kind of like what happened to you. And just so like people kind of like understand, can you describe a bit, and we'll be showing after, your AI model, and like maybe you can also describe like how you created her. What's like your funnel? What are you doing like daily, basically, when you like get up and you want to work on your influencer? So what's your
Yeah.
funnel? What are like your traffic sources? How do you convert the people? And then where are you selling? Because you're not using FanView. You want to have like a safe business. You want also safe social medias that cannot get banned, or you get banned, for example, on like the private platforms. So can you talk a bit more about this? What are like the biggest struggle you had like when you just started like your AI OFM model?
Yeah, so for me at first, the difficulty was not about getting the product, like getting the content to sell, finding the right model, finding the right niche. It has never been the issue. The issue was more like, at the beginning, you think you're doing everything well. You have the best pictures, you have the best videos, you think you have the best reels, but you're still maybe shadow banned and making 100 views or 1,000 views, which is not very efficient. So you start to question yourself, what am I doing wrong? Why am I getting no views, no clicks? Why am I doing only 700 euros on my second month, which is actually pretty good for a first month business. And then I understood that you actually need a method and a strategy in order to use the AI to your advantage and be more present on the market. Like, yes, we're doing the same thing as classic OnlyFans, but the method in order to get viral and to go viral are completely different. Yeah, sure. So basically, I will kind of like sum up like routine looks like in this business. So basically, now what I do is I have 7 Instagram accounts. So these 7 Instagram account have been created in the past 2 months. So you have to keep in mind that in this business, you have like you will have to create new account like every week in order to keep the same acquisition going. Like you have to accept that maybe one day you're gonna wake up and your 5 biggest account will be gone, and that's okay. That's the way this business is. That's the industry we are in. And even if you were doing classic or anything else, pretty much as soon as you want to like redirect people outside of Instagram, you have a chance of getting. But for me, the business is really focusing on 2 main parts, which is the acquisition and the chatting. As long as you keep these 2 going, you will make money. The more important thing for me is like having your audience, like the views that you make, like you have to direct them into
Yeah, into a safe place. Yeah.
exactly. If I were to start again from zero, I would make sure to protect myself. So have many channel Telegram. So right now I have 4 channel Telegram, 1 channel for each model, and I also have 1 for the US market for the twins. This way, I'm sure that, for example, today I have like 17,000 people on Telegram. I'm sure that they are like, so I don't start from zero. So yeah, for me, in order to maintain, I would say the 10K a month, I would say that you have to be making new content every day, like at least 3 to 4 new reels every day, having always new content. Because new content, let's say you post a reel 5 times, the 5th time you post it, it's not going to get you as many followers than the first time, even if it does
Yeah,
like 100
sure.
views. So making new content is always a key to attract new audience. So I do full AI, but I also do a lot of face swap. Regarding this, I'm not gonna say that one is better than the other. It's just that with the face swap, you get like quick acquisition, big views, the short time life expectancy for the Instagram account. Me personally, on the French market, I've never had a face swap account that went past 10,000 followers. Every time I reach the 10,000 followers, so that's not an issue, because you have to see that as like a way to push an account to 10,000 followers, help you to have an extra 2,000 people in your Telegram. So that's
Exactly. Yeah.
that-
You know that like the traffic sources are only like traffic sources. So as long as like you bring the people into like your Telegram channel, that's okay because you know your retention is on Telegram. Even big AI influencers with like more than 200K, they are getting banned on IG and basically they lose all of their business. And that's the biggest issue because their Instagram were not like only traffic sources, but they were also like their fan base. And once they lose the fan base, basically they lose all of like the leads and like the potential clients.
exactly. And if you lose an account, you have to tell yourself, okay, I made 2,000 people on Telegram with this account. They're gonna be making money. I'm gonna be making money from them for the next year. So you have to be thankful for this account and just use the acquisition that you have. Use the 15,000 people that you have on Telegram just to start new accounts that will go viral like really fast. Like you can start an account and it has 1,000 followers in a week if it's a right account that Instagram is going to push.
First of all, like even from my side, so you know it, yeah, we are running some tests because basically the main reason that like FaceSwap content, and I know you use like a lot of FaceSwap as source of traffic, that's completely normal. And I know that like those are like getting banned. The main reason of it is because it is detected even if there's like a FaceSwap as a not like unique content, you know. And for example, on Threads, it doesn't work at all. Like on Threads, you need to have unique pictures if you really want to go viral. You take like your videos that like you face swapped, and then you use some like AI tools, like for example, like Kling AI or Nano Banana Pro, and then you just change, for example, like you add a painting on like the wall, or you just add like something else that's like AI generated. And because this is more than like just the face change, usually it is like detected even on Instagram or like Threads as a complete new content. And you change, I don't know, maybe like the room or like some details, and then you cannot be like detected by like the AI or the algorithm because some people they don't realize how crazy and smart is like the algorithm. And on IG you can do like the same. It is working like pretty well. So that's something you can try, you know. There's like many tools that I can also like show you after, you know. Right now you have some current Instagram accounts that are like big and you really want to protect them, begin to post like that type of content. You know, on the US market, people they are not like familiar with like Dropfan, Telegram channel, like kind of like Funnel, which is like the most safest.
Me personally, I've done the French market and I've done the US market. And you're right, like people are not very familiar or with Telegram as much as the French market. The amount spent by the US customers is much higher. Once you get a customer from the US, you will have an average of more money. So yeah, basically me, I've been using Drop since August. So I was back then on Reveal that link, but
Hmm.
they were using Stripe, so they got banned and they got frozen like maybe hundreds of $1,000. So we had to stop using Reveal and we moved to Drop. It's a French company. And the thing with Drop is that they made it very simple for the client to buy it. Is very important for Drop is that they use Apple Pay. So it can be, like the client can check out it in 2 seconds. Like Apple Pay is pretty fast. So they've only been using it for 2 months, I think. But ever since they put it, like the conversion is much better. So that's what I use. Also, so I can show briefly my result for this month. We've been doing 5.3K euro, but you have to keep in mind that I also work on use PayPal for the client that have
Yeah, to receive some payment.
this is about 50% of the month revenue, but I'm pushing to to do everything on Drop, like because I have no issue with the payments. You get paid every week. I'm really confident about this platform. So yeah, maybe you might think, okay, the US people are not familiar with Telegram or with Drop, but the thing is having your audience somewhere, and it has to be Telegram because you cannot put it anywhere else than Telegram. The most trustful platform that pretty much 100% sure that you will not get banned is Telegram. OnlyFans you can get banned easily. Instagram, it's the same. You're not gonna do a WhatsApp group with 1,000 people. You have to put this audience somewhere. What other way than Telegram? Basically, I have a link, and when you get to the link, okay, I'm gonna just once they see the story, this is what they see. So they will see this. So this is for my French audience. So this is for the sisters. So they will see one canal and the other one. And once they click, they just have to join it. And then you see like this is one of my canals. So what you do here, basically you want to post every day. So maybe twice a day. And you want to make sure that you will put the username on the Telegram so that people can reach out to you and talk to you. And basically what I'll do is I'll post a picture in the morning, and I'll post one like an hour or 30 minutes before my chatter starts to work. So to tell them, okay, today we have 50% off. Today is Black Friday. Anything.
Yeah, Halloween, like Christmas,
Yeah.
and that's like coming.
Or I'm doing 50% off for people. For anyone, can you text me here? I'll be available in 10 minutes after my shower. Here, it's pretty much like everyone does a different thing. Like it's pretty much how you want to shape it. And I like to not be too direct. I like to not be too hardcore and get more hardcore, like in the chatting, in the one-on-one phase.
To ask you, because basically for people who don't know, like Dropfan is like linked to your Telegram, so you can see like all the DMs.
There is no issue with it. It works perfectly fine. They even have a chatbot that will preset the spenders.
Exactly, qualification.
Yeah, so what it will do, basically, it will talk to the prospects for like 10-15 minutes. And as soon as the prospect is ready to pay, like you will get a notification and you will have to close manually the sale. But it's pretty helpful because you have to know that on Telegram, 90% of the people, even 95% of the people who are going to talk to you are not going to spend. So if you're not the one who talked to the time waster, then it's a big gain of time. So that's pretty useful. I would recommend to use it. I just didn't use it personally because I had already many people on my channel. But if you start from zero and you want to use it, I don't think it's gonna be a risk for you to use it. Plus now I know that pretty much no one got banned their channel because of it, so I don't think it's an issue. I wouldn't say I'm the best chatter, but me personally, I always had a technique kind of different than what everyone suggests to do. Is that I will not like I will not kill the spender on the first day. Like some people, they will take all the money from the spender, like as much as possible as they can on one night. Me personally, I like to keep my spender on the long term. So even today, I have like half of my spender, they come from May, July, June. So they really stayed.
They are loyal. Yeah.
Yeah, they're loyal to me. I chat in a way that they don't even realize how much they lose on me. Like if you take a guy 500 euros on the first night, maybe it will block you forever. But if you say, okay, this guy, I'm only taking 100, and in 3 days I'll take 100, and then 50 on the, like, he doesn't have he doesn't have this thing in his brain that's gonna be like, okay, I'm spending too much on her. Stop this. This is too much for me. This is not a good thing. Like
His limit. Yeah,
exactly. Like you have to be but some people, they don't do that at all, and they still make a lot of money from it. I saw some people, they were making just as much money as me, but they sell like half the link I sent. So they're making as much money as me with half the content. The number one factor is to be safe and to keep my business the same way, even if something happens. So I like to keep my spender in the long time. Like, okay, no worries.
exactly.
Like you send him a little picture, you're like, okay, no worries. I'll give you this so you can see.
Exactly. And it's true, like a lot of people, they make that mistakes, especially, when people, they have a lot of leads, they just like want sell. Oh, he doesn't buy, so I sell to someone else, but that's not good chatting. You need to know like your wells. Yeah, exactly.
So you have to know that you have to be super strict with the time waster, but spend all your energy on the 5% that are gonna spend. So for me personally, ever since I started, like I blocked more than 2-3,000 people because I know they're time waster. They're never gonna spend. But once they have the psychology of spending, you have to be very like intelligent of the relation you are doing with them. For example, some of them I'll even talk to them on one day and not even try to take money from
To
them.
sell. Yeah,
But
exactly.
the after he's gonna be like, oh, yesterday she talked to me for 30 minutes and she didn't even send me a link. Wow, like she must like me or something. And yeah, I try to have this kind of proximity. Also, like I'll reveal one of my technique, even though like it's nothing special or anything. But for example, every time there is a new people coming to me to talk on Telegram, I'll ask them like where they are living. And like let's say they say a random city that is pretty known, like in France. I'll say, oh no way, my cousin lives there. I'll go see her like twice a year. Then it makes him feel like you are going to his city twice a year, so maybe he's gonna get to see you one day. Maybe it makes like a closer like proximity to the client, knowing that you'll visit the city. So just be try to like act as a like someone who is not like yes or no. Are you spending or no? If yes, give me. If no, bye bye. Like you have to be yes. We know he's spending. Now let's treat him like a personal like a relation.
Exactly. And there's even like one rule I give to like my chatters, in the way we train them is the first thing when we engage again a conversation with like a fan or like a whale is, to always know what he's doing, where he is. And
Yeah,
what we always do is like if the guy is not alone or in a private space, we don't try selling, if he's a whale,
yeah, yeah. I'll
um,
do the same. I do the same. Like
exactly, and I think a lot of people they do this, but right after they don't continue talking a bit. You need to continue talking a bit with the guy,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. And even like sometimes you'll make a big sale, you're gonna be excited or anything, and you just stop replying to them. Like it's a big
Mm.
mistake. Big
It's
mistake.
the worst. Yeah.
You have to keep it going, even though you took your money. You keep it going, so you know that the next month you're gonna also keep it going. And yeah, pretty much it has to be like sometimes I talk to them like as if I'm talking to like a friend that I haven't talked in a long time. Like, how is life? What are your projects? Any vacation coming? Oh, you might come to my city, or I want you to come. Like you just talk, and then if you want to enter in a phase of selling, like you just warm up like, oh, have you been doing naughty stuff recently? Oh yeah, by yourself, with who? Okay, tell me about it. Oh, okay, I see you like me. And then boom, you start to put a like a sexual, I would say, like tension.
Mm.
But yeah,
But what's
yeah,
cool is like it is not your case, but like most people who go in IOFM, they are kind of like super excited and passionate about creating the AI model, using AI, trying to make some picks and stuff. And then they feel like they don't really try to train or understand chatting, which is the biggest mistake because even you is crazy to like think about it and know like, wow, there's a business where basically I don't bring new customers and clients for like a long period of time and I
yeah.
still make the same amount of money, because I keep selling to the same clients and they stay with me,
Like
which is
right now,
crazy.
yeah, right now you take away any social media from me and you just leave me with Telegram. I'm sure I can keep the 10K a month for about 3 to 4 months. And then it will do 8, 7, like, but at least a year I can keep getting a lot of money from it. Just because of the relation I have with the spender, just because with how many people I have on the channel, which is a really good benefit from AI OFM, because you cannot do that in classic OFM. Like if you did that in classic OFM, you just go to jail because you would be selling the content that you do not have the authorization to do so. So that's for me the main reason for me to pick AI OFM is the fact that you never really start from zero. That's oh,
Exactly. And also I feel like because, with Drawfund and Telegram, it's not seen as like a paid platform, but like the fans and the clients, there's not like a subscription. For example, with like a real like OnlyFans girls, it's really difficult to keep like the same if you have a paid subscription,
Yeah.
because once you have a paid subscriptions, at a certain moment, the people they unsubscribe, and you cannot lose some clients even if you continue talking with them, and then you need to engage with them again, make them subscribe, and like keep continuing like this. But what's cool with like Telegram specifically is once you really attracted the right people and you make sure people come and you know how to chat, it feels pretty natural for the people to talk on Telegram. It doesn't seem like a silly, like being in a shop like OnlyFans, which is can't be really super true, you know. And also like people they always stay here. And that's why it's most important. I have the same vision
Yeah.
as you, is like to have a safe business where you keep it and it will not be blown away just like this,
Yeah.
And
Like some people tell me, yeah, you use Telegram because you're not on OF. You cannot be on OF and everything. First of all, I do have an OF, so when someone says no, I don't trust Drop, I don't trust PayPal, I'll be like, okay, can you tip me on my OF and I'll send the stuff here. So that's the first thing. And even if I were to start a classic OFM today, I will also pick the Telegram solution because it's just like so helpful to when you want to launch a new Instagram account. It's so helpful to warm up the account because like it's another subject, but in order to warm up an account, you need the right people to follow this account at first. Like if you have if I put a new account in my Telegram channel, I know it will have like 100 150 followers in like an hour. So that's really helpful to launch.
And what's cool is like the more you will always keep like this Telegram channel, and the more traffic you will bring, and you will just accumulate the customers over the time,
Yeah,
which is
because
kind of like very like recomforting. Yeah, for
at the
sure.
end of the day, 15,000 people is 15,000 people. Like if you post something at 8 p.m., there is 15,000 phones that's gonna get a notification about it. So that's always money to take. Like so for me, Telegram is very like it's a must have. It's a must have in this industry. And the more like every time you create a new model, it has to have a Telegram channel.
That's cool. And I just wanted to ask you if, like, for some people, maybe more advanced, who want to go deeper, you can maybe like show your process. Like, for example, how do you plan to do, like, how do you, like, let's say someone want to do something like you, for example, not twins, but maybe like cousins or something like this. What's like your workflow, like how do you find some similar content niches? I'm sure some people they kind of like want to know this,
Yeah, sure. So basically, what I'll do is I'll go on Pinterest. So that will be for the everyday story. So I recommend to post a story every day with the Linktree link for your Telegram. And even if you're doing a full AI, Pinterest is good because the quality is pretty good on Pinterest, and like the videos they'll go viral like more easily. Other than that, I use X, so Twitter
Mhm.
for everything that's leaked, everything that's gonna be on my Telegram channel. So I would recommend on posting Telegram, you have to go a little bit like harder than what you post on the story. And other than that, I'm doing AI, full AI with Open Art, and I'm doing face swap with swap faces. So I use this one specifically because it's easy to do like on two people the same face. But
Yeah.
but even the quality, I used to use another one, but this one is the one I use right now. It's pretty good quality. It's not that much expensive and it's pretty fast. So I would recommend this one. Other than that, yeah, my process is always like knowing that I'm publishing 7 to 8 videos on 7 to 8 accounts every day in the morning. So this way, then I can have my acquisition for the day, and then I'll always like have my chatter. Like right now, I'm working on having a chatter 24/7 because I know that when there is no chatter, there is money. missing. So I'm focusing right now on having a chatter 24/7. But basically, basically the routine gets pretty much the same every day, posting and chatting. But sometimes you have to you have to understand that you'll get banned some accounts. So as soon as you get one account banned, you have to make another, warm it up, put it on the Telegram channel so it can grow to 50, 100 followers, and then you start posting on the account. And it's pretty much the same thing every day. But if you want to scale, again, you will have to do new tasks out of your routine to focus on new activity and focus on new things. Right now, I could do the same thing for the next year and make as much money as I'm making today without doing any effort and just posting every day and have my chatter and pay him 10% and that's it. But I'll have to use my time in order to maybe recruit some VA, like people I would pay like them to post threads on Instagram, making new accounts, maybe doing partnerships, maybe focusing more on the US market, maybe like there's so many ways to grow in this area. You just have to
Yeah, sure. And it's needed that like you delegated like the chatting because you need to have more time to develop this system that will allows you like to scale, that also
Yeah.
needs you to be here to build it. So it's pretty important once you've reached that 10K like you to basically make yourself work less inside of the business to be able to develop it a bit more with like the Threads strategy, having some VAs, even using like some advanced tools like I told you before. So yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, to finish, bro, like what's an advice you would like we can make first talk about like AI vote. You can make like a call to actions of it,
Yeah.
and then what's something you will also recommend to like someone's who will start completely again.
Okay. For example, the past months, my acquisition wasn't so good, and I still did as much, even a little bit more money with absolutely no acquisition. So I can show you here, like in October, I was doing like I did a good month in terms of revenue, but you can see here the acquisition is really, really low. Like there is absolutely no one.
Yeah,
It's
Charlie.
click per day, even 39 clicks, and then now we're back here. And the fact that the money like didn't like the fact that I still made as much money as here or here is because my chatting is really like
Good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Like you know how to make people like loyal. And it's true, like it's a mistake I see. Like usually there's two situations. Once people like they begin to make some chatting, is number one, they're like kind of like scared of like selling, which is a problem, or put like even expensive price. Or rather it's like the opposite. They are too pushy, and then what happens is that at a certain moment, the guy, you don't got his attention anymore. He doesn't desire you anymore,
Mm.
So you kind of like break this like girlfriend experience, which is the
Yeah.
most important. I think what's like the most important, I haven't seen exactly the way you chat. Maybe you can show me like after some example. But basically what's like important is you don't want to be scared, or even of putting like high price. Myself, when I was a chatter 4 years ago, the most expensive stuff I sold was like for $1,000, one media. And I was asking for tips of like 200 or like $300.
Okay, so basically, me, I used to do everything myself until a month or 2 months ago, and
Okay.
then I recruited a chatter who I knew had been in many agencies. Like I knew he had worked as a chatter for many months, and he worked for many models, so he had actually been trained to be a chatter, and everything he was doing, like I was not doing. For example, having script of the model, like as if it is right now. Let's see pictures, and me, I was just doing, okay, you want a package of 5 videos, okay, I'll do the package for this much, and then send 5 videos that has nothing to do with each other. And ever since, so as soon as I recruited this chatter, I saw that he started to implement like this technique.
Yeah, I think like bro, you were scared of this because usually you want to do like the opposite. Like the best of the best when you do like the sell, I think you know like about the qualification stuff, like getting informations about the guy, etc. But then when I'm really talking about like the sell part, you need to go for like this experience. Why is that? Because when you sell like the first, and that's like a technique that most people they don't make, everyone know that like you need to sell like soft content and then revealing more and more and more, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But the real secret of doing this, let's say like you're selling like a first video, of like the girl like here, her chest. If you want to have a secret that allows you to have way more upsells, so it means like the guy will buy even more content after he just bought it. It's just like you're sending like a video of the girl, for example, playing with like here, the chest. And then at the end of this PPV, she's saying, damn, I'm beginning to touch myself. If you do this inside of each PPVs, like you just put a small like teaser of like the next PPV that you can do.
He's stuck now.
Yeah, exactly. He's kind of like stuck and he needs to like have it. And then what I like to do is like when I send one PPV, I just don't send all of them. I do like I send one PPV and I really work my PPV so at the end he wants to buy the next one. And then I kind of like not send him immediately. I just say 1-2 sentences and then I continue like this. And the thing you need to understand, bro, even for your chatter, because you need to be good at chatting. Otherwise you cannot like train your chatter or tell him like what needs to be like improved or not. You will be dependent of him. It's supposed to be like the opposite. The loyalty of like a fan and the attention that you have from him over the long term, so he can even pay you monthly, has nothing to do, bro, with like the price you're setting. If a fan is like loyal to you, it's just because he feels the girlfriend experience.
Yeah, there is more than just buying media.
Exactly. Like what most people they don't make, they do like the mistake and then they break this kind of like relationship they have. It's like they make a lot of sales, even high ticket sales. But bro, it's normal that like after spending like couple or hundred of bucks in one night, the guy feels bad after.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
You have to
normal.
be in the middle. Like obviously you have to take money from him, but at the same time you have to sell content in order that he's not like, okay, that's only what I'm getting for 50 euros. So
Exactly.
like
Like
you have
what you don't want is like you only talks to him to sell content. That's bad. And for example, what I'm doing is like at the end of like a whole experience, and the guy spends so much money to make sure he doesn't feel bad. I provoke like savior syndrome, from the guy. So for example, after he sent like a lot of money, to have a great experience, the ending needs to be good. So I say something like, you know what, you spend so much. I think it's so manly from you. It's so sexy, to take care of me like that. And it's like really helping me. I'm really like trying to comfort him by making him understand like what he just did. It's a good thing, like, wow, this is helping me pay my studies and I have so much fun with you. I got so much stress, like this week with like all the problems I have, and I had a lot of fun and you're also helping me. Thank you for that. You're a real man. I'm proud of you.
even if you have a, let's say, a spender that usually spends to you, but someday he's like, no, I'm waiting for my salary, or he's not paying this
Exactly.
day, you have to give him a free gift. Well, for me, the thing with AI Vault is, even though like today I'm making 10K a month, I still like talk to the community every day, because first of all, not everyone is at the same level in the community. We either have like beginners or people like me who are doing 10K a month, and I think it's really important to like have people around you, like either you or your students, to like kind of exchange. Like even if someone is doing less than you, it doesn't mean that you cannot learn from them. So it's important to, like, even if we are like in a niche of the e-com business, like think it's still important, since we do not have people like maybe in our city that are doing the same thing. It's important that we have in the internet space talking to people who are doing the same thing as we are doing, and that helped me a lot. Like I could say like, yeah, I did everything by myself and everything. Yes, I did everything by myself, but by learning from the others, which I think is crucial in this business because it keeps changing every month. The methods keeps changing. It's still the beginning, so there is always something new, better, like coming that you have to keep update on. Regarding the work itself, I would recommend first of all to not to get a mentorship or anything like that, but maybe have someone who has the knowledge to like make you gain time in what you're gonna learn. Like you could learn everything by yourself, but how long is it gonna take you? That is the real question. And me, I would recommend to also do everything by yourself until you are fully aware of what you're doing. So for example,
Of the business, how it works.
yeah, of the business. So for example, you maybe you don't like chatting, maybe you think, yeah, it's not something I would like to do, but you have to learn how to do it, so then you can delegate. Like it's hard to delegate something that you never mastered. So for me it's important to be like to learn how to do everything yourself, because today I know some people, they make 5K a month, but they have no account on Instagram. They're just like so good at chatting that they'll make 5K a month. But the thing is, if these people were good at like having Instagram accounts and making 100,000 views a day, they would be making so much more. And it's the same, like some people, they're so good at Instagram, they'll make million views, and they'll put a chatter from Madagascar that is gonna like mess up
Yeah, be super bad and they don't even realize
conversion.
it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if I were today to put a chatter from Madagascar on my business, I would be doing 50% of what I'm doing today. So you have to be very careful with your audience, because you have to also understand that in AI OFM the audience is precious. So you have to be cautious with this audience and optimize it as much as possible. And in order to do that, you have to kind of manage, like know how to do it yourself. That would be the number one advice.
The advice.